The Lost Book of Remedies is helping Americans achieve curative self-sufficiency even in the darkest times by saving the lost remedies of our grandparents. Even if you're living in the city, it's kind of hard not to bump into it. What you probably don't know is that it's a powerful anti-inflammatory that helps wounds heal a lot faster. I'll show you how to make a poultice out of its leaves and use it to dress your wounds or cuts. Or if you or one of your friends is suffering from an autoimmune disease like arthritis, you can use this as a remedy immediately. I'm pretty sure you would recognize a marshmallow. But maybe you wouldn't recognize the marshmallow plant growing in your backyard. Marshmallow plant with flowers. But I'll show you how my grandfather unlocked the powerful antiviral properties hidden in its roots. So, whenever you have an infection caused by a virus like flu, herpes, or hepatitis A, B, or C, this remedy will slow down the virus's ability to reproduce and allow your body to fight back. Another weed you'll find in your backyard is known as Seneca. The name comes from the Seneca natives. They used to make a poultice from it to cure deadly snake bites during the 18th century. I'm also sure that you've seen this plant too. It grows in most forest glades. You'll discover how to use it to effectively treat not only common colds but lung infections as well. Breathing in the steam from leaves that have been boiled in water will also calm any asthma attack. This is why 100 years ago people with asthma didn't die from it. If you ever walk through the edges of woodland and get some sticky burrs attached to your clothing, you can bet you've just passed by this plant. Most of these are spread all over America as well. Like boneset, which can be easily turned into one of the most powerful antipyretics. This means that it drastically reduces the fever. In fact, the name boneset was derived from the plant's use in the treatment of breakbone fever. Here is another widespread weed. The folk name of this plant is the cowboy's toilet paper. If you've ever touched its soft leaves, you understand why. If you ever get an infected wound or cut, just apply the frontier poultice you'll find in my grandfather's notebook. I personally haven't seen a modern bandage that heals wounds faster and better than this. And I'll also show you the strange reason why putting a leaf of this plant in your shoes in the morning is as good as a cold shower and a cup of coffee. A similar weed, called woolly lamb's ear, can be added to the frontier poultice to stop the bleeding in a matter of seconds. No matter where you live in America, there's a source of water nearby. And when there's water, there are cattails. If you find cattails, you'll have all the things needed for survival: water, food, shelter, and fuel. But probably the most important and least known thing about cattails is the jelly-like substance that grows between its leaves. Another part of the Lost Book of Remedies comprises all the medicinal and edible trees in North America. One of the things you'll find here is the ultimate survival tree that grows on almost every street in the US. I call it that because you can use the sap as medicine, its flowers as sleeping pills, its leaves as food, and the inner bark as cordage. You don't need much more than this to stay alive. But only a handful of people still know this lost skill. So, if you're an old-timer like me or my grandfather, get ready to use this knowledge for its full potential. Do you recognize this tree? You might even have scraped yourself on one of its thorns as a child. The Native Americans would cook its honey sweet pods and eat them. The sharp young spines were used as pins, nails, spear points, and animal traps during the Civil War, when the South suffered many shortages. I'm talking about the common folk remedies they used to bring down fever, cure a sore throat, banish the flu, and many, many more. They used only common household items that you probably have in your cupboard right this second, like the spice you add to your meals that can stop bleeding in just a matter of seconds. You'll also discover the one substance you probably overlooked and should add to your medicinal kit or stockpile. This detoxifying agent kills parasites and viruses in the digestive tract. Or the common household stain buster that can clear away most fungus and bacterial skin infections. But you can also use it to disinfect huge quantities of water, even a well. It's much better than bleach, which leaves an odor for weeks. If you get the Lost Book of Remedies today, you'll also be able to take advantage of 2 exclusive gifts that will be off the table soon. The first report you'll get is the 72 square feet medicinal garden in your backyard. Wouldn't it be nice to walk out into your backyard and find the medicine you need growing right there? The second report you'll get is called Disaster Medicine, a handbook for when help is not on the way. In a cataclysmic crisis, you can bet help is not coming from anyone but yourself. In this bonus, you'll find the 20 most common infections and diseases you could catch during a crisis, and you'll learn how to diagnose and how to treat them. So today, you can get your own copy of the Lost Book of Remedies and the 2 bonuses for a one-time payment of just $37.